cut across to our reporters. Paulami Saha joining us live from the Sports Minister Anurag Thakur's residence. Nitin Srivastav getting us the latest in terms of what has been the take back where the wrestlers are concerned. First up, going across to Paulami. Paulami, it's been a while where the protest was on. It seemed there was a complete standoff. The Sports Minister this morning with a tweet invited them for talks. Now, what really has happened in the backdrop of it all? 5 demands have been put forth by the wrestlers, but give us the inside details. What made the Sports Minister tweet out inviting the wrestlers for a conversation? What went down behind the scenes?
Well, Preeti, this was something which was ongoing for a while now, and the government was looking to find a solution to it for a while, because as far as the wrestlers are concerned, even though they were not sitting at Jantar Mantar and agitating anymore, they'd resumed duty as OSD Sports in the Railways Department as well, both Sakshi Malik and Bajrang Punia. The agitation, they continued to say, was underway, was still ongoing. CAPs were also lending their support as well. There were Mahapanchayats that were being held in support of the wrestlers as well. Keeping all of that in view, the government decided that this is the time to try and find a resolution and break the deadlock and bring the wrestlers back to the dialogue table. Remember, just a few days ago, the Union Home Minister had also met with the wrestlers as well. That conversation was inconclusive, but they wanted to take this forward. The government wanted to take it forward, and hence the Sports Minister yesterday last evening, invited the wrestlers to come forth again to the dialogue table, which they did today. That meeting lasted almost 6 hours, after which some key takeaways have been arrived upon unanimously by both sides. That is, of course, the Sports Minister and the wrestlers. Only Sakshi Malik, Bajrang Punia and Satyavrat Kadyana were present in this meeting. What they've decided is that a charge sheet will be filed in the cases that have been lodged against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh by the Delhi police by June 15. WFI elections will be held by June 30th. An internal complaints committee will be formed inside the WFI, which will be led by a woman. The elections, one of the demands that the wrestlers put forth was that there shouldn't be anyone who's associated with Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh who should contest the WFI elections, and that has been agreed upon by the government as well. So these are some of the key demands. Also, of course, the cases that were filed against the wrestlers when they tried to march towards the new Parliament building on May 28th, on the day of its opening and inauguration, those cases will be withdrawn as well. So some forward movement. The government has assured them that there will be a charge sheet which will be filed by June 15th, and they've decided that they won't be protesting or agitating until then.
Paulami, stay on with us. I just want to bring in Nitin Srivastav as well. He's been speaking to the wrestlers. He's been on the story ever since the protest broke out. Nitin, you've been speaking to all the protesting wrestlers. Also interesting that Vinesh Fogart did not attend. Give us the backstory on that. But first up, Nitin, the 5 demands that the wrestlers have put. If all demands are met by the government, but their 5th and final demand, which is the arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan, if that doesn't happen post the charge sheet, which now the government has promised that the Delhi police should file by the 15th of this month. But if the arrest doesn't happen, but 4 other demands are met, will the wrestlers be happy going home in terms of where the protest is concerned, or will they stick to all 5 demands?
Well, Preeti, after this long meeting which was happened with the Sports Minister today, wrestlers looks happy, as of now, because when they're leaving Anurag Thakur's residence, I spoke to them and they were pretty happy, saying that the negotiations was on the table, and we are pretty sure that whatever government is saying, they will do it. So as of now, we are going back to the CAP leaders, CAP Panchayat, and whatever proposal have been given to us, we will discuss to the CAP leaders, and then only we can say that what action will we take in terms of the future course of action. Remember, they have already maintained this, that any decision which we are going to take will be definitely with the consultation of CAP. So till 15th of June there is no protest, and they will wait for the charge sheet which Delhi police will be filing in court. So after then only they will decide that what step they will take. But as of now it looks that this agitation might be going to end very soon, because government is ready to do anything whatever the wrestlers are saying. Remember, the very first time when in January these wrestlers came to at Jantar Mantar, and for the very first time there was 2 rounds of meeting with Anurag Thakur. On day 1, and day 2, and then after there was a committee formed by the government which was called Oversight Committee, and there was another separate committee which was formed by IOA. So as of now, again when they are back again on Jantar Mantar, there was a committee formed by IOA which is called ad hoc committee, which is actually taking care of WFI and also to conduct the election. So that is why WFI had 45 days of time in hand, but they are running out of time. So that is why they have written to UWW to give us some more time to finalize our elections, and we will soon issue the notifications officially to conduct the election.
You know, appreciate you joining us, Nitin. One quick question from Polumi before I let you go, Polumi. You know, the sports minister came out, spoke to the media, said the talks were very, very positive with the wrestlers. We've heard that before, but this time around, was there any indication given by the wrestlers that if the other 4 demands are met, however, the 5th and their major demand has been the arrest of Brij Bhushan, if that doesn't happen, can there be a bit of give and take, or do you think the wrestlers have made it very clear? What's the inside story on that?
Well, as far as the wrestlers are concerned, now, you know, while the wrestlers side does say that they did press forth with that demand that there should be an arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, it apparently wasn't said as many times or as forcefully over the 6 hours that they spent inside the Union Sports Minister's residence, and hence, of course, the wrestlers coming on board and agreeing to the fact that there is a timeline. The Delhi police has always been saying over the last couple of weeks that they are about to file a status report. They will be filing that charge sheet by the 15th of June. Now, a deadline has been set. A deadline has been given to them by the Union Sports Minister. So they're likely to wait it out. It remains to be seen that if, you know, the charges that they've leveled against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, if those charges hold in the charge sheet that the Delhi police in fact files in this case, are they watered down? Do they find evidence for enough of those complaints and allegations that have been leveled by these wrestlers? Again, it will entirely depend on that charge sheet, which is eventually filed by Delhi police before the 15th of June. And on the basis of that, the wrestlers will, of course, speak to their, you know, community leaders, CARPs, etc., in order to then decide how they want to proceed forward with this.
Well, interesting. Thank you, both of you, for joining us.